Please let the Packers have a good special teams for once. Please. Let the Packers have a good special teams. Please. Hello, folks. Today we'll be talking about Packers signing new special teams coordinator, Rich Bisaccia. Packers special teams has been a main problem for them for years. You can go back to all the way from 2014 when they lost in the NFC Championship against the Seahawks on that stupid onside kick by Brandon Bostic. Couldn't hold the ball. He couldn't. And that's what started it all from that special teams from day on, because the Packers special teams has not finished top 20 in forever. They either won the worst or finished dead last like they just did last season. They finished dead last in the NFL for special teams, and that cost, I believe, the Packers the divisional game against the San Francisco 49ers with the block punt, missed field goal, other stuff too, and the punt return or kickoff return by Deebo Samuel was just brutal for the Packers special teams. And you had Mason Crosby miss a couple kicks in the season, especially in that Bengals game, even though we won it. So Packers, they got to fix special teams, and I think Rich Bisaccia is the right hire. So Rich Bisaccia, he's been a special teams coordinator for the past 19 years. He's worked with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Chargers, the Cowboys, and all the Raiders he just worked for. With the Buccaneers, he worked for about 10 years. He won a Super Bowl with them back in 2003. And then the Chargers, he did okay. So looking at all the times he's coached, it has gone fantastic for him because the team his special teams has finished top 15 at least every year. He's never finished bottom. So the special teams is always good, and that's great for Rich Bisaccia doing his job. He took over as the interim head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders after John Gruden got fired in the middle of the season. He took over Rich took over the team, and he led them to the playoffs. He went 7-5 as the head coach for them, and then they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs by a field goal, which is pretty impressive. And he was pretty good in his head coaching by turning that franchise around for that season because Henry Ruggs, John Gruden, I just mentioned, other players that were just doing bad stuff off the field, and he somehow found a way to keep the core together and get to the playoffs, especially in that last game where the Steelers almost didn't make the playoffs because they almost missed it when it was going very down to the wire, and they almost let it end in overtime just as a tie. Going into that game real quick, when the Raiders were kicking it, they basically clinched the playoffs because, one, it was the last play of the game, and two, if they missed it or went in, they would have made it because they were guaranteed if they were win or tied. And so basically it was the Chargers and Steelers at that point, so that's what occurred. And yeah, the Steelers almost didn't make the playoffs, but then they got blown out by the Chiefs. So that's what made it nice to see that happen. But the Raiders, they did pretty well with Rich. So Rich is a pretty good guy. He deserved to have a head coach position job. I thought he was going to get the Raiders job, but luck happens of him just falling to the Green Bay Packers. I like that. I think he definitely will get a head coaching job soon, but I just like how he gets to go with the Packers. I like him going with that. And Matt LaFleur finally picked somebody good. He finally picked somebody that's good because Packers, they need to change that special teams around. They really need to. And it's more than Rich that's got to change the culture around because that special team has got to be disciplined and exceed their expectations. They got to perform their job. Matt LaFleur did his job, as I just mentioned. Great job. Rich and Matt are going to have to change it. They have to change it. They have to get the players going. They have to keep disciplining them. That's the key. If you discipline that special teams, they're going to do a job and not mess up like that divisional round. So that's what something to watch out for the Packers. Right now, Packers, so far in the offseason, they've had coaching changes. Nobody has left because free agency hasn't started yet. They're trying to negotiate with some guys like Rodgers and Adams and other key guys. They're going to have to cut soon or restructure. That's going to happen soon. So for right now, the Packers have just made some coaching changes, such as Nathan Hackett leaving for the Broncos head coaching job, Luke Getsy for the offensive coordinator job with the Chicago Bears, tight end coach Justin Oten for the Denver Broncos offensive coordinator. And so all that Matt LaFleur did was just make changes in the house. He just literally just promoted guys in the house. The only person he brought outside the house was just Rich, and Rich is a fantastic guy. So that's pretty good to hear. But folks, that is what I got for you guys today. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate every one of you guys listening to this. We're one subscriber away. One subscriber away from 150. Let's get it. Let's get the 150 tonight. And tonight, folks, I will be having my Sixers talk with a couple of friends on the stream. So stay tuned for that. That will be starting at 8:30, and then other stuff coming out this week. Sunday, I'll be streaming the Super Bowl around game time. So I'll be on YouTube if you guys want to watch me broadcast the game. I'm not going to show the game because I can't, but I'm going to broadcast it. So if you just want to turn on your TV and you just want to listen to me, that is fantastic. I would love that. So you don't have to hear Chris Collinsworth saying, "Now there's a guy." There's a guy, as he always says in the Super Bowl. I guarantee he's going to say that in the Super Bowl. I guarantee that. So that is all I got. I hope everyone has a great day. Go Pack, go.